Court's back in session in the court's announcement docket, the pre-trial conference docket, and the trial docket. All dockets was scheduled for 9 a.m. on today's date, December 6th of 2021. In County Court at Law Number 2, Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. The first case is on the announcement docket. Is cause number 321826. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Sydney Mayo West. Sydney West was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 o'clock for the court's announcement docket. At about 9 o'clock, the court's bailiff called Sydney West's name at the courthouse door. Mr. West did not answer. Mr. West has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. However, Mr. West's attorney, Ms. Marva Provo, did appear. Ms. Provo informed the court that Mr. West was scheduled to be next door in county court, in criminal district court for 1 o'clock. At the time now is 2:08 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Sydney West?
Sydney West. No response.
Okay. Sydney West's name was just called again by the court's bailiff. Sydney West did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. West an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
They will move for a bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
And that motion will be granted. Warrant shall be issued for the rest of Sydney West, and his warrant shall be, his bond shall be forfeited in cause number 321826. Next two cases are cause number 323122 and cause number 323128. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Leroy Harris Jr. Mr. Leroy Harris Jr. was scheduled to be in court this morning for the court's announcement docket, which was scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date of December 6th of 2021. At about 9 a.m., Leroy Harris Jr. name was called by the court's bailiff. Leroy Harris did not answer. Leroy Harris has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. He is not represented by an attorney in this case. The time now is 2:10 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, could you please call the name of Leroy Harris?
No response.
Leroy Harris' name was called again just by the court's bailiff. He did not answer. Reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Harris an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
They will move for a bond forfeiture in both those cases, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris' bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest in cause number 323122 and cause number 323124. Next two cases, cause number 324902 and cause number 324904. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Eric Estrada. Mr. Eric Estrada was scheduled to be in court for the court's announcement docket at 9 a.m. on this morning. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called Eric Estrada's name at the courthouse door. Eric Estrada did not answer. Eric Estrada has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. However, Eric Estrada's attorney, Mr. Charles Rojas, did appear. The time now is 2:11 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Eric Estrada?
Eric Estrada. No response.
Eric Estrada's name was just called by the courthouse bailiff at the courthouse door. Eric Estrada did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Eric Estrada an opportunity to appear in these cases. He has not appeared. State, do you have a motion?
They will move for a bond forfeiture in both those cases, Your Honor.
That motion will be granted. Eric Estrada's bond shall be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued in cause number 324902 and cause number 324904. Okay. Next case is cause numbers 326606 and cause number 320280. Both cases are styled state of Texas versus Clifton Bruce Rodriguez. Clifton Rodriguez was scheduled to be in court for 9 a.m. for the court's announcement docket. at or about 9 a.m. Clifton Rodriguez's name was called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. He did not answer. He has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. The time now is 2:12 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Clifton Rodriguez?
Clifton Rodriguez. No response.
Clifton Rodriguez's name was just called again by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. He did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Rodriguez an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
They move for a bond forfeiture in both those cause numbers, Your Honor.
That motion will be granted. Clifton Rodriguez bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest. And cause number 326-606 and cause number 330280. Court is in session in cause number 328994. Case is styled State of Texas versus Raekwon Lee Mickens. Raekwon Lee Mickens, name was called at or about 9 a.m. This morning by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door for the announcement docket. Raekwon Mickens did answer. However, when his name was called later, he did not answer. His attorney did appear in court, Mr. Terrence Allison, and Mr. Raekwon Mickens did not appear in court since the court's been in session. The time now is 2:14 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Raekwon Mickens?
Raekwon Mickens. No response.
Okay, Raekwon Mickens' name was just called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. He did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Mickens an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
They move for a bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
That motion will be granted. Raekwon Mickens' bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued in cause number 328994. The court is in session in cause number 329468. Case is styled State of Texas versus Brian Walker. Brian Walker was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called his name at the courthouse door. He did not answer. Mr. Walker has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. Mr. Walker's attorney, Mr. Don Boudreaux, has appeared in court, and Mr. Boudreaux gave a number to the court to call Mr. Walker. The court called that number, and Mr. Walker did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Walker an opportunity to record. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
They move for a bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
That motion will be granted. Warrant shall be issued for the arrest of Brian Walker. His bond shall be forfeited in cause number 329468. Court is in session and we'll move to the court's pretrial conference docket, which is scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date of December 6th of 2021. First case is that Mr. Doss? Jimmy Lee Doss? Okay. All right. So Mr. Doss is present. And we'll conclude the following of the pretrial conference docket. Now we'll move to the trial docket. Okay, everybody appeared on the trial docket. And so this will conclude the calling of the court's trial docket, pretrial conference plea docket, in the announcement docket. All three documents are scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date of December 6, 2021. In County Court at Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, Judge Terrence Holmes presiding. We have any pleas ready? You would? Okay.